Is very outdated. Hindi na siya nangyayari ngayon, di ba? Very valuable and precious to all of us. Di nila alam. So, as a Filipino, how social science work in the real world? So, first guys, let me tell you what is social science is. Social science is a study of the activities of physical and social environment. Well, basically, it is a study of human relations and human society. Well, it deals with the human relationships, their behavior, their development, and it also talks about the organizations that they need to carry on in their everyday lives like school, work, family, society, streets, or whatsoever. And that is social science. So social science is like a very valuable and precious to all of us because it examines and study the society. So the real question here is, how does team work in the real world? And to answer that question, here it is. Social science awares us at our surrounding, our culture, our social beliefs, the organizations, political, nationalities, language, food, clothing, and marami pang iba that talks about social science. So social science helps us to understand ourselves, other people, and our relationship to the world. So did you know guys na yung insights natin and yung mga pinapakita natin can change one people's life, and of course it can change our lives too. So to give you an example for that is for example, there is a very trendy, fancy dress, but the problem is, it is so expensive and I don't have a source of income for me to be able to buy that, and I'm broke. So, gagawa ko ng paraan because it's a trend, ganon. So, ang gagawin ko is, I will steal from my parents. So, there's a possibility na malaman nilang nangupit ako sa kanila. So, ang magiging result nun is, yung mga parents ko magkakaroon ng trust issues sa akin, and I will be quoted as a kopiterang anak, and there's a possibility rin na ulit-ulitin ko yon. Primary reason then, social studies exist is to give the people the ability to make the right decision because we have our own understanding, diba? So another example to that is when a wide range of public and private sectors comes together and discuss a very large problem like COVID-19, and they will need us to cooperate with them. So sasabihin nila yung mga dapat natin gawin para maiwasan yung COVID-19 or para maiwasan nating mahawa sa iba. So that will challenge us to react on how we react. I mean, our behavior. Diba? Social science talks about our behavior and our understanding to each other. So this kind of problem, I mean this kind of relationship with each other is a very good thing because it improves ourselves and it improves our society. The good thing here is if we have a vast understanding with each other and to all other things that is happening in our world, we can look for a better tomorrow all together. But syempre, hindi naman lagi yung mga tao is nagkakaintindihan, di ba? Hindi naman lagi na pareho-pareho sila ng insights, ng naiisip. So, that will lead to my answer to the second question. So, the second question is, how will my knowledge in social science address social problems? Well, social science can give us the understanding why that certain people disagree with the thing. So it also validates all the point of views and can choose the best solution in the problem. So one social problem is war. And based on my understanding, it is very outdated. Hindi na siya nangyayari ngayon, di ba? Why? Is it because of social science? Because now, we have a better understanding with each other. Di ba dati nga, akala ng mga tao, for you to be able to be richer, you need to have a very large portion of land. Well, it applies din naman ngayon, mayaman ka kapag marami kang lupa. But dati kasi, di ba, super lala. Kasi, ang gagawin nila is mananakop sila, they will enslave, they will kill, and kukunin nila yung lupa. So, that is very outdated kasi yung mga tao dati, hindi nila alam. They don't have a better understanding on how to be more richer than occupying lands. Diba? And in addition to that, one social problem din na nai-experience ng mga maraming young adults, teenagers, or even mga adults is bullying. So now we can understand with the help of social science, with the help of my knowledge in social science, I can understand the bully person. I mean, I can understand why he bullied that person that he wants to bully. If you know, you know. Syempre, magkakaroon ako ng understanding bakit nga ba nagawa yon. It's either there is a possibility na binubuli din siya, so para makagante is magbubuli din siya ng iba. So, social science is a very good thing for all of us. Why? Because it enhance our behavior, our character, and napapa-improve niya talaga yung mga qualities natin as a person. And that is very important in the society. So, understanding roots of war, human conflicts, lahat yan mahirap. But with the help of social science, mapapadali because social science has its own way to understand that thing and to solve them. So, yep, that's all.
Social science has the biggest impact in the world in 21st century in which we are right now. If you are what is social science, it is commonly answerable by human relationships. We have different knowledge about social science because all people are not the same. Social science has the biggest impact in the world in 21st century in which we are right now. Because in present situation, our mind is broad and deep. We can now think we are now smartest than before. What I'm trying to say is, we can now use ourselves to educate one another in real world. As people those as one in our country, we are capable to learn in one mistakes. We are capable to do the right things. We have now justice system which educating people that once you commit to the crime, there is a consequences. Building relationships in human are now capable to apply in our daily lives. People are now more close to each other in human relationship. As the people of the present, we can now communicate to each other through online messages, online texting, social media, which play the role of the real world. If you are what is social science, it is commonly answerable by human relationships. But in real world, social science play the role of building relationships in order to build trust, friendship, and serious relationship. We have different knowledge about social science because all people are not the same. I think I can address social issue by knowing the true value of human relationships. People People nowadays are brutal. We are now easily insult others by their colors, sizes, even the facial features. How can we build social relationships if we are picking what we wanted to treated right? If you have values and aware of what you are doing, you can build relationships to each other, and by that we can address social issues more. By that we can build long-lasting relationships to people.
So for the first question, as a Filipino, how will social science work in real world? Well, my answer is that I think that social science works through innovation, because throughout the years we have some changes happening. What is specifically changed about social science? Like living system. Okay, so the living system that I'm talking about has some changes. So what are these changes? We have the change of beliefs, discipline, acts, and also trends. Because social science aims to meet social needs in a better way than existing solutions. Like for example, through working company, through education, through community development, and as well as health, also like that. So. To put it in simple, the social science is important because it creates better institutions and system that affects people lives every day. Also, social science help people to understand and how to interact with social world. So, social science makes us an efficient citizen of a democracy. I guess my answer will be, of course, by the knowledge of the social science that is given to us, it makes our lives easier. We can apply these learns from social science in some situations. Like for example, for the biggest issues in the world like violence, crimes, we will know our right about it, so we can get our justice that is appropriate for that. Also, for example, poverty. It is one of the social problems that we are dealing with until now, since then. So, the knowledge from social science, we can apply it through these social problems. And so with that, we can learn how to deal with it, how to conquer all these social problems.
We recognize the importance of the natural sciences in investigating the physical world, including personal health, space travel, and improved transportation. As a Filipino, how will social science work in the real world? For me, we just need to put simply, the social sciences are important because they create better institutions and systems that affect people's lives every day, creating frameworks for understanding the origins and effects of regained time, the purpose of political parties, the reasons for polarization, the structure of social networks, the goals and structures of government agencies, or the challenges and opportunities faced by service providers and non-profits are all attempts to make sense of structures that have real and profound on-the-ground impacts. How will your knowledge in social sciences address social problems? How? Social sciences provides empirical data about what the problems are and encourages people to propose possible solutions, and you try them and some of them work. The thinkers are not always right, but they come up with the ideas, some of which work. Thus, social sciences help people understand how to interact with the social world, how to influence policy, develop networks, increase government accountability, and promote democracy. And these challenges for many people around the world are immediate, and their resolution can make a best difference in people's lives.
Social science does work in a way that it improves and challenge our common sense in daily life and how we think and how we understand things that is happening in front of us. My knowledge about social science does help me to understand the other people's point of view, and I can fully explain myself without any argument that happened. As a Filipino, I notice how the other Filipinos think. I know how they see something. I know what is their point of view towards something and how they respond about it. And the social science works on the way that it challenge our common sense in everyday life. Like an even simple thing, our social science is na-challenge yung common sense natin in araw-araw. And kagaya na lang, for example, is sa pagbili ng damit, sa pag-online shop, andun yung critical thinking na hindi ko siya kailangan ngayon, and yet paano kung kailanganin ko siya in the future. It's something like those. It does revolve in those aspects, I think. And so the social science does help us to socially interact with the other people around us. Knowledge about social science, it helps me. No, it's like I can fully explain my side. I can fully understand other people's point of view. But if it's very negative, of course, it won't work. Hindi ko maintindihan ng buo. Pero dahil sa knowledge ko sa social science, andun yung aspect na hindi ako andun yung thinking na hindi ako dapat gumawa ng isang bagay agad-agad. Hindi ako dapat nagde-decision agad-agad without thinking about the other possibilities. Andun din yung doubt over something na imposible ito lang yung gagawin. Alam ko meron pa sa loob-loob nito. May meaning to. Yung ganun. And that, mas napapalawak and challenge yung pag-iisip ko over things. And sa social problems, andun yung thinking ko na things will not happen kung walang magsisimula. And kapag may victim, may suspect. And andun yung hindi ako agad nagbibigay ng verdict o judge. But I don't give judgment easily without thinking na both parties did something kapag social problems ang usapan.